What is up, everybody? JT Dangerous here once again. I am back to do my Ring of Honor's Honor for All Nashville 2019 predictions. Now, Honor for All Nashville happens this Sunday, live and exclusively on Honor Club from the Tennessee State Fairgrounds Sports Arena in Nashville, Tennessee. Now, this Honor for All card is pretty damn stacked. We have, as of right now, 7 big matches with 3 titles on the line. So I am very excited to do my Honor for All predictions for you guys this year, and I hope you guys do enjoy. Now, our record coming into Honor for All Nashville this year after our last Ring of Honor event, which was Summer Supercard back in Toronto, Ontario, Canada, we went 6-2. So our overall record coming in is 282, 94-2. So we're coming in extremely hot, and I'm looking to keep it that way. So hopefully in this video we will continue the red hot winning ways. We're on a 10 pay-per-view winning streak. Hopefully in this video we make it number 11. Hopefully. Now, if you have not checked out my New Japan Pro Wrestling Super J Cup tournament predictions yet, definitely go check it out. This is the second video of the day, so I hope you guys are able to watch all of these videos. Always show your support on the channel by watching these videos, super kicking those like buttons and that notification bell, commenting your picks and your opinions in the comment sections down below. Now, if this is your first time watching my channel today, as a first time viewer, and this is your first video, boy, pick the good one if you're a huge fan of Ring of Honor like myself, and you're ready for this Honor for All event in Nashville, Tennessee. Welcome to the Dangerous Alliance. I'm JT Dangerous, and welcome to the club, because this club is... Just 2. Whoop whoop, again, thank you guys so very much. Now, other than that, let's get right into these predictions. Now, if they do add any other matches to this card, which they probably will, I'll have them in the comment section down below, but I'm going to do the 7 big matches that have already been determined. Well, let's start off with the first matchup. It is for the Ring of Honor Television Championship. Starting off with the Challenger. Now, the Challenger will be determined on Saturday at an international TV taping in a triple threat match between Bullet Club's own Chase Owens, one half of Coast to Coast LSG, and the Darewolf PJ Black. And one of those men will be challenging the reigning and defending Ring of Honor Television Champion, the heavy hitter Shane Taylor. Now, if I was making a pick on who I think will win the triple threat match on Saturday to see who will be facing Shane Taylor, I think it's going to be the Darewolf PJ Black, just because of experience. Then on the other side, you have Shane Taylor coming off a successful title defense at Summer Supercard over Hot Sauce Tracy Williams, and he is looking to continue his dominance as the Ring of Honor TV champion and looking to continue his quest to be the greatest TV champion in Ring of Honor's history. So, coming from me in this first matchup for the Ring of Honor Television Championship, I'm going to go with my boy Shane Taylor, the baddest Ring of Honor World Television Champion you ever seen, boy, to retain the Ring of Honor TV title by any means and defeat whoever wins that triple threat match Saturday. And now the next matchup. It is a tag team battle. On one side, you have Ring of Honor's biggest tag team, the team of Brian Malonis and the Beer City Bruiser, the Bouncers. And their opponents are representing CMLL, and they're making their Ring of Honor debut. They are the team of Okumura and Felino. Now, starting off with the Bouncers first, are looking to get back into the tag team championship race. And with a big win here, they'll be right in line to continue to climb that ladder. Then on the other side, you have the team of Okumura and Felino, who I don't know a lot about, being I don't watch a lot of CMLL, but with the upcoming Global Wars tour for CMLL and Ring of Honor, we're going to see a lot of new stars that we haven't seen, and I'm very excited to see what they're going to bring, because that CMLL Trios matchup at Summer Supercard was fantastic. So, coming from me in this tag team battle, even though I don't know a lot about Okumura and Felino, I got to go with the team that I like, even though I don't drink beer, and that's the Bouncers, to defeat the team of Okumura and Felino by any means. And now the next matchup. It is a one-on-one showdown. On one side, he is 1/3 of the Shinobi Shadow Squad. He is Eli Isom. And his opponent is the former Ring of Honor World Champion, and if you know his music, you know who I'm talking about. He is Dalton Castle. Now, starting off with Eli Isom first, Eli Isom's biggest claim to fame in 2019 is that he beat Dalton Castle in a 6-man tag team battle at Bound by Honor Miami all the way back in February of this year. And Eli Isom is looking to do it once again, but this time in a one-on-one match. Then on the other side, you have Dalton Castle coming off his loss to Roush in that no disqualification matchup at Summer Supercard. And Dalton Castle's looking to rebound and bounce back. And he's looking to get his first one-on-one victory since Best in the World back in June. He hasn't won a match in 2 months one-on-one. So Dalton Castle, is very desperate for a victory, and he'll do whatever it takes to win. So, coming from me in this one-on-one showdown, Eli Isom can surprise some people. We've seen him beat some top names in Ring of Honor, but coming from me, Castle is desperate, and desperate Castle means he'll do whatever it takes to win. So I'm taking Dalton Castle to rebound and bounce back and defeat Eli Isom by any means. And now the next matchup. It is another one-on-one showdown on one side. He is 1/3 of the kingdom, and he is the Horror King, Vinnie Marcelius. And Vinnie Marcelius is facing the hottest wrestler in Ring of Honor right now in 2019, and he is also the #1 contender for the Ring of Honor World Championship, and he's coming in undefeated. And if you know his music, you know who I'm talking about. He is El Toro Blanco Roush. Now, this is the second one-on-one meeting between Vinnie Marcelius and Roush. They last met all the way back in February of this year on Ring of Honor television, where Roush defeated Vinnie Marcelius. So this is Vinnie Marcelius' chance at revenge, the revenge of the Horror King. Now, starting off with Vinnie Marcelius, for me, I wish Ring of Honor would have had a little bit of backbone and put Vinnie and TK in the tag team title matchup on this card, but for some reason, Ring of Honor can't get their head out of their ass when it comes to the NWA. And it's a conspiracy that Vinnie and TK are not challenging for the tag team titles on this card, but for sure, they are the next #1 contenders. Whether anybody likes them or not, they are the next in line for those tag team title belts at quite possibly Death Before Dishonor or Global Wars. But Vinnie Marcelius is looking to make some history and be the first man to end Roush's undefeated streak in Ring of Honor. Then on the other side, you have Roush coming off his big victory at Summer Supercard in a matchup he was very well good at, no disqualification over Dalton Castle, and at that event, Roush challenged the Ring of Honor World Champion Matt Taven. So now the road to the Ring of Honor World title for Roush starts right now, and that match could possibly happen, and I've heard rumors that it could happen at Death Before Dishonor in September in Vegas. So Roush cannot afford a loss here, and we know the Kingdom is putting up roadblocks with Vinnie Marcelius, then TK, and then the final boss, Matt Taven, quite possibly at Death Before Dishonor. So Roush cannot afford a loss, and he cannot afford to lose momentum. So coming from me in this one-on-one showdown, I can just feel this matchup going into a no contest if TK is in Vinnie's corner. But coming from me, I'm going to go with El Toro Blanco Roush to remain undefeated and defeat Vinnie Marcelius by any means. And now the next matchup. It is for the Ring of Honor World 6-Man Tag Team Championships. Starting off with the challengers. They are all representing
Lifeblood.
Consisting of Bandito, Hot Sauce Tracy Williams, and Overkill Mark Haskins. And Lifeblood is challenging the reigning and defending Ring of Honor World 6-Man Tag Team Champions. They are all representing Villain Enterprises. Accompanied by the newest member of Villain Enterprises, the mercenary Flip Gordon, you have Brody King, the man who is indeed not human, PCO, and the leader of Villain Enterprises, the former Ring of Honor Television Champion and a former IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion. And if you know his music, you know who I'm talking about. Whoop, whoop! Whoop, whoop! Whoop, whoop! He is the one true villain, Marty Scurll. Now, this matchup was supposed to happen at Mass Hysteria in Lowell, Massachusetts, but with the injuries to Brody King and Flip Gordon, the match never took place, and it turned into just a regular tag team matchup with Lifeblood facing off against Skrull and PCO. So this is the matchup they earned and they rightfully deserved. Now, Lifeblood did beat Villain Enterprises in a Philadelphia street fight to earn these opportunities, and for me, this is a must-win for Lifeblood, because ever since forming last year from their leader Juice Robinson to Neil Dashwood, David Finlay, this Lifeblood crew has really had some great matches, but they haven't got the gold. They haven't had gold since Juice Robinson was the United States champion, and he's not even the U.S. champ anymore. And really, he's left Ring of Honor to stay in New Japan Pro Wrestling. Tenille left the Ring of Honor to go to Impact Wrestling, and David Finlay is still hurt. So Lifeblood is really running on empty right now, and they need a pick-me-up, and this could be their biggest pick-me-up of the year, because Lifeblood, if they don't win this matchup, you can just call them dead to rights, because they're not going to even be a legitimate team in Ring of Honor. There's great teams in Ring of Honor, like the Kingdom, like Villain Enterprises. But when it comes to stables, you got to win gold to produce, and that's what Lifeblood hasn't done yet, and I think this is a must-win for them. There's the idea of Villain Enterprises defending these Ring of Honor World Six-Man Tag Team titles for the first time since winning them all the way back in March of this year. So they really haven't been defending these belts often, and that's kind of surprising for a team that's so damn good and a faction that's so damn popular. And with Flip Gordon being added to this group is now the second biggest faction in Ring of Honor, being the first the Kingdom, and they're looking to start their first reign as the six-man tag team champions with a successful title defense. So, coming from me, in this matchup for the Ring of Honor World six-man tag team titles, I think the advantage goes to Villain Enterprises because they have the mercenary Flip Gordon in their corner, and Lifeblood really has nobody. But I wouldn't be surprised somebody comes back and helps them. Maybe PJ Black, maybe returning David Finlay. But this is going to be a huge mountain to climb for Lifeblood. But coming from me, you know what? I'm going to go with an upset. I may get this one wrong, but I'm going to be a little bit ballsy here. Because they need this, I'm going to go with the Lifeblood squad of Mark Haskins, Bandito, and Hot Sauce Tracy Williams to become the new Ring of Honor World Six-Man Tag Team Champions and defeat Villain Enterprises. And now the next matchup. It is for the Ring of Honor World Tag Team Championships. Starting off with the challengers. They are representing the National Wrestling Alliance, and they are WWE Hall of Famers. They are the multiple-time NWA Tag Team Champions. They've been Tag Team Champions throughout the world. They are the original Tag Team Specialists. They are Ricky Morton and Robert Gibson, the Rock and Roll Express. And the Rock and Roll Express are challenging the reigning and defending and unprecedented 11-time Ring of Honor World Tag Team Champions, the best damn tag team in Ring of Honor's history, and they've been there since day one. And if you know their music, you know who I'm talking about. It's time to reach for the sky, boy. They are Mark J. the Briscoes. Now, this is a rematch of a match at the Crockett Cup in April for the NWA World Tag Team Championship Tournament, in which the Rock and Roll Express won the match via disqualification because the Briscoes hit them with chairs, and that started the war between the NWA and the Briscoes. Now, starting off with the Rock and Roll Express first. It's crazy to think that 2019 has been a crazy year for wrestling fans like myself, that we're seeing the Rock and Roll Express getting title shots in 2019. It's like this year, wrestling-wise, has been crazy. And the fact that the Rock and Roll Express at their age are getting tag team title shots is a joke. It's like giving Goldberg the Universal title, or giving somebody who hasn't wrestled in like 10 or 15 years and over 50 getting title shots. And the fact is, the Rock and Roll Express don't deserve these shots. because we all know TK and Vinnie are the #1 contenders, yet Ring of Honor couldn't get their head out of their ass, and they had a team that has no business challenging for the tag team titles anymore, leapfrog a successful tag team like TK and Vinnie. And I think it's totally bullshit, and there's got to be a conspiracy. And I thought the NWA and Ring of Honor cut ties before G1 Supercard, and that's exactly what they did. They cut ties. Billy Corgan wants to do his own TV series for NWA. Well, good luck with a boring-ass NWA World Champion in Nick Mild Aldis. Good luck with that. And having Eli Drake being wasted on that in that company when he could have come to Ring of Honor or went to New Japan and did something. But whatever the NWA is smoking, it must be just ridiculously stupid to think they can go head-to-head with any wrestling company right now, with AEW getting hot, NXT getting better, SmackDown, Raw, even Ring of Honor Television. But the fact that the Rock and Roll Express are even in this title predicament is a joke. And Vinnie and TK should have been in this spot, and that's the damn truth. There you have the Briscoes coming off their amazing Ladder War 11 at Summer Supercard in Toronto. One of the craziest ladder matches we have seen. And we're going to see what kind of condition the Briscoes are in, because they were beaten up to hell in that matchup. We saw like Jay Briscoe bleeding like he does in almost every match he's in. Jay Briscoe starts bleeding. And we're going to see what they got. And for me, they are the best tag team in Ring of Honor's history, whether anybody likes it or not. I've seen some of the best. I've seen War Machine. I've seen the All Night Express. I've seen Red Dragon. But the Briscoes are the top tag team in Ring of Honor. And if they lose this matchup, they don't even deserve to be the Ring of Honor tag team champions again. But knowing Ring of Honor, they're not going to let that happen. So coming from me, in this matchup for the Ring of Honor World Tag Team titles, there ain't no way in hell an old-ass team like the Rock and Roll Express are going to take these belts back to the NWA. Ain't no way in hell. So I'm taking the Briscoes, them boys, to retain the Ring of Honor World Tag Team titles by any means and defeat the Rock and Roll Express. And now, the main event. It is a 4-corner survival elimination Defy or Deny 2 match, where whoever wins gets a future Ring of Honor World title shot, and whoever is pinned last will never have another shot at the Ring of Honor World Champion as long as he is champion. Starting off with the competitors. First, he is the former Ring of Honor Television Champion. He's a former Never Openweight Champion, and he is looking to get back in the world title race. He is the Hawaiian Juggernaut himself, Jeff Cobb. Next, you have the former 2-time Ring of Honor Television Champion, the winner of this year's Honor Rumble, and a man who is looking to get his official one-on-one shot at the Ring of Honor World Championship. And if you know his music, you know who I'm talking about. King. He is Kenny King. Next, you have the longest reigning and former 2-time Ring of Honor World Champion, and he is indeed the franchise. And if you know his music, you know who I'm talking about. He is Jay Lethal. And finally, you have the reigning, undisputed, real Ring of Honor World Champion, the leader of the kingdom, and the most fightingest Ring of Honor World Champion of all time. And if you know his music, you know who I'm talking about, you Melvins. is Matt Taven. Now, this is the second Defy or Deny match that we have seen this year in Ring of Honor in 2019. The last one was all the way back at State of the Art in Portland, where Matt Taven won that Defy or Deny match, defeating Flip Gordon, Mark Haskins, and PCO. So, once again, Ring of Honor is stacking the deck against the champ. Now, starting off with the three big challengers in this that have an opportunity to win a future Ring of Honor World Championship match. That's the reward, but the risk is if you're the last person eliminated, you can never challenge the Ring of Honor World Champion as long as Matt Taven is the champion. So it's definitely risk versus reward. Now, starting off with Jeff Cobb first, he's coming off a very good showing in this year's G1 Climax, and he's looking to get back in the world title picture because Jeff Cobb lost his undefeated streak to Matt Taven cleanly at Best in the World, when a lot of people thought Jeff Cobb was going to win the belt, and a lot of people thought Matt Taven would never win cleanly against them. A lot of people were proven wrong. But Jeff Cobb is looking to get back into the world title picture with a big win. Then on your side, you have Kenny King coming off his big year in 2019. He won the Honor Rumble as the #1 entrant in that Rumble. Only man to ever do that, to start at #1 and finish and be the last person standing. And he is still owed a one-on-one world title shot. Even though he was added to the triple threat match in Manhattan Mayhem, that still doesn't count as his official title shot, because if it did, that's some bullshit. Because Kenny King has definitely earned a one-on-one shot. He's beaten Jay Lethal in that best of 3 series when nobody thought he was going to win that match. So Kenny King has something to prove here, and he's going to get his official one-on-one shot. Then you got Jay Lethal, who has been obsessed in regaining the Ring of Honor World title ever since losing it to Matt Taven at G1 Supercard in Madison Square Garden, that ladder match. And he has not been having the best of luck in 2019. I mean, he lost the best of 3 series to Kenny King. He was pinned in that triple threat match at Manhattan Mayhem, and his student Jonathan Gresham is turning on him every chance he gets. So Jay Lethal's looking to get back the gold that he lost, and he's looking to become only the second man in Ring of Honor's history to hold the Ring of Honor World title 3 times. The first being Adam Cole, baby. Then you have Matt Taven, who is looking to once again defy the odds and stick it to the Ring of Honor officials that continued to stack the deck against them. And if anybody thinks he's not the Ring of Honor, the best Ring of Honor World Champion we have had, you better look at the people he has beaten this year alone since winning the belt in April. From Mark Haskins, from PCO, from Flip Gordon, from Hot Sauce Tracy Williams, from Jeff Cobb, from Jay Lethal. He has taken on all comers, and he has a huge title defense at the Ring of Honor and CMLL's Global Wars Spectacular in Chicago in the main event, when he will be defending the title against his rival from CMLL, I forget his name is, Volador Jr., who he was the reason Matt Taven's hair is gone, is because of Volador Jr. So that's going to be a big matchup in Chicago. So Matt Taven is definitely cannot look ahead, and he's looking to continue his fighting. He's looking to continue his reign as a Ring of Honor World Champion by cutting some challengers out of their chances of ever winning the belt, as long as he is the champion. So, coming from me, in Defy or Deny 2, for either a future shot at the Ring of Honor World Championship or a permanent no chance in regaining having a title shot as long as Matt Taven is the champion, I think the first person I think should be eliminated will be Jeff Cobb. If Kenny King, Jay Lethal, and Matt Taven are smart, they would take out the biggest competition, and that's Jeff Cobb. You take him out, then it's anybody's ballgame. So I would take the first elimination will be Jeff Cobb. The second elimination will be Kenny King. I don't think Kenny King needs to prove anything in this matchup. He won the Honor Rumble. He has earned his one-on-one shot. He doesn't really need to earn a future shot if he already has one. So the second person I think is going to get eliminated is Kenny King. So it will come down to Matt Taven and Jay Lethal. So, coming from me to see it's either Jay Lethal will earn a future world title shot, or Matt Taven will end Jay Lethal's chances of ever winning the Ring of Honor World Championship as long as he is the champion. I'm going to take the best damn Ring of Honor World Champion we've had in a long time. I'm taking Matt Taven to defeat Jay Lethal, to make sure Jay Lethal never gets another title shot as long as Matt Taven's the champion, and win Defy or Deny 2, overcoming the odds once again, defying the expectations, and sticking it to the Ring of Honor officials, and defeat Kenny King, Jay Lethal, and Jeff Cobb. Thy kingdom come. And those are my Honor for All Nashville 2019 predictions. I want to thank you guys so very much for watching this video today. Comment below. Who do you have winning Defy tonight 2 between Jeff Cobb, Kenny King, Jay Lethal, and Matt Taven? I got Matt Taven defeating Jay Lethal. Let me know who do you think will make it to the final 2. Who you got winning the television title? Who do you have winning the Ring of Honor World Tag Team titles between the Rock and Roll Express and them boys, the Briscoes? Who do you have winning the Ring of Honor 6-man tag team titles between Lifeblood and Villain Enterprises? Let me know in the comment section below your picks and your opinions. Let's have a conversation about it. Of course, I'm always on to see your comment, like it, and of course reply right back to you, because comments are absolutely always welcome on this channel. Now, I do want to thank you guys so very much for watching this video today. Now, before you guys go, you guys can never forget to do this. That like button, comment, share with friends. Of course, super kick that like button like only you guys can. Of course, you guys can never forget to do this as well. That subscribe button, become part of this bigger and dangerous alliance, and I will see you guys next week on the final Monday of August for my official AEW's All Out 2019 predictions. Paige Jericho and Omega Moxley, my New Japan Pro Wrestling's Royal Quest 2019 predictions, Tanahashi Zack Sabre Jr. 7, and Okada Suzuki 7, and my official Week 1 college football predictions. Later days, guys, and peace.